one of the hottest NFTs in crypto right now, DAWT. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, you're going to have an opportunity to win one of 2 Solana NFTs that we'll be discussing on the show. Now I'm going to show you how I made over 10% in a week on one of our substack calls, and John Vibe shows up to teach you guys how to make those moves to maximize your returns during airdrop season. Guys, that means free crypto. Let's get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to Armstrong Crypto. Don't just trade crypto, experience it. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get your crypto journey started off right by joining Ben Nation. Every single week on Saturdays, we come to you with a video from DGen Det. This is where we dig in deeply into those corners of crypto that most people are looking into to find you with different ways to make money that everybody doesn't know yet. So today, we're going to be starting this process where I'm showing you guys how I'm doing with the calls from our Substack. And if you want to sign up for the Real Ben Armstrong Substack, you can do that. QR code down in the corner of the screen, link in the description down below. Guys, it's absolutely free. And if you do sign up, hold on just a second. Make sure you use the link down below in the top of the description for our giveaway link, where you can go sign up for the Bitcoin newsletter to learn about crypto adoption, and also sign up for our newsletter here at Ben Armstrong Crypto, the Substack. We have a free version, absolutely free. All you gotta do is sign up for those 2 things, and you are entered to win one of these 2 NFTs. Now, this week, I actually used John Vibe's article last week about meme coin season with Solana. And because of that, the thing that I decided to do this week was actually to buy Bonk. So I took my dog with hat meme coin holdings from my SPL tokens, my Solana tokens, and I cut it in half and divided it into Bonk. It was a great article that was written last week. It just reminds me that the Solana ecosystem is absolutely blowing up. Tons of coins. Don't forget about Murrow, of course, dog with hat, Bonk. I don't want to miss out on Bonk. I want to be involved in the meme coin season. And you know what? Bonk's the top one. And it's easy to sit there and think I shouldn't get in it. I missed it. If you remember the last cycle, Shiba pumped the entire time. And so because of that, I've decided to go ahead and put just about $1,000, less than $1,000 into Bonk, actually about $700, to see what happens. Now, also to review, if you guys remember last week, I bought Injected Protocol and I staked it on the Kepler wallet. Well, when we staked it, our value was about $4,100. And right now, by earning some returns on the coin itself and, of course, rewards from staking, we are now up over 10% at $4,700 from that $4,100 investment. So absolutely amazing. We are killing it with the calls from the Substack this week. Now, don't forget, make sure you stick around here. In just a second, I'm going to have Leah and John Vibes come tell you guys exactly how you guys can make money in the crypto ecosystem this week. But before I do that, before I throw it to Leah, let's go ahead and do our stake mention, because you can't forget, Ben Armstrong Crypto X Show is powered by Stake, the world's largest crypto casino. Sometimes it feels like a meme coin casino out there, but in the social casino, you can go and have controlled fun. Make sure you guys check out Stake by visiting the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. All right, guys, let's go ahead and throw it to Leah.
NFTs are in a really exciting territory right now, but the one thing that we don't have in NFTs right now that we usually have in a bull market is dumb money. There is absolutely nobody buying tops of anything right now. So whenever we're trading with meme coins and NFTs, which I'm talking about today, we are trading with the smart traders. So today I want to focus on Solana NFTs and also NFTs on Dogecoin, but more on that later. Navigating Solana NFTs right now would be a lot like sailing a ship through a hurricane and expecting to come out alive. There is treasure on the other side of that hurricane, and that's why traders are still going after Solana NFTs. The money to be made right now, though, is in new mints. Traders are getting whitelist for NFT projects, they're minting them and flipping them almost right away. Some of the biggest mints that came out recently were Fergana's, and then a few weeks later was DOT, D-A-W-T. These are both projects that I have an eye on for a bounce back up, but as soon as they minted, they got dumped almost right away. Fergana's did have a moment when they soared to pretty decent levels, but they've been on the decline since then, even though their community is building. DOT had a lot of hype surrounding it as it was minting out, and then once it finally minted out, the floor price dumped below its mint price. This seems to be the state of Solana NFTs. Either you get whitelist and sell right away, or you find a project that you believe could bounce in the long term, and you buy and you hold. Hashtag community member. In the business, we call people who sell early jeeters. And ask anyone who's been trading Solana meme coins or NFTs, and they'll tell you their jeeters are jeeting. And that's why I think the best play for Solana NFTs is to get well ahead of the game on NFT calendar and find projects that are going to do well after the mint and whitelist for them in advance. If they have already minted, I think that a really good play is to find Solana NFTs that are good projects, they have bright futures and great communities, and just buy and hold these for the long term. Ferganas and also DOT are ones that I have chosen to buy and hold long term. Ferganas I haven't even bought yet. I'm waiting for a lower price. But I'm not even sure if these communities will bounce back. But if you look at just the fundamentals, they should. And so that's all we can operate on at this point. So we know that NFTs, they're destined for one of two things, which is zero or the moon. So when you're picking projects to buy and hold long term, you just want to take that into consideration and only use funds that you can lose. Next week, I'm going to dive into something really interesting that happened on Dogecoin. If you have been paying attention at all to Doginals, there was a huge mint this week. It ramped up to a massive floor price. I'm waiting for a bit of a pullback. And this is something that I'm looking to either buy into or decide if there's going to be more of a pullback before I do. But this is definitely something I'm going to be talking about next Substack issue. So make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't already follow me on X, my handle is @BlueWaterShores and my nickname is Leah Blue.
Thanks, Leah. Always useful information. She is out there killing the game right now. She's the one who turned me on to DAWT. Now, after John Vibes comes on, I'm going to tell you how you guys can win those 2 NFTs.
Airdrop season is right around the corner, so we've been focusing on that a lot in the Substack over the past couple months. And if you have been following all of our instructions through all of our airdrop tutorials, you probably have over 20 grand coming to you, because we have at least, I'd say, 15 or so that we've touched on, and even with instructions on how to score higher and everything too. But today, for the video, I'm just going to get into a couple of the easy ones that you don't even really need to farm. Some of them you might automatically be qualified for just on your previous transaction history, and others you might have to try a free application. So first, I want to talk about Dimension. It's DYMENSION. We'll put all the links for these in the description so you don't go chasing for, and get a scam link, which happens frequently with airdrops, so be very careful that you're always on the official links. But this Dimension airdrop is for users of Ethereum, Solana, Celestia, and Cosmos. So if you've ever used any of those blockchains, you're going to want to check on the homepage there to see if you qualify for all of your addresses. The only thing that I noticed is if you're a US user, you're going to need to use a VPN. Some of these companies are getting pretty strict on that just because they're paranoid about the SEC coming after them for giving people in the US free money, I guess. Gary doesn't like that. Yeah, you just need a VPN to access that. And with a lot of airdrops these days, that's kind of how it's starting to go. So it's a good investment to get a VPN. And I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the airdrop, what kind of platform this is, but I just know that you're going to get free tokens out of it. Another one that I wanted to touch on was this free metaverse land from Philand. That's PHILAND. And it's basically for users of Polygon. So if you've ever used or bridged to Polygon, you could claim this free metaverse land. And basically, if you've done a lot of transactions on Ethereum or any of its layer 2s or Polygon, you will get a higher, ranking, and you'll get more land, and possibly when they drop a token, that will come along with some benefits there as well. As far as applications go, one that I'm looking at is Well3. It is a meditation app that is, meditate to earn. It is on the BNB chain, which I think from the research that I've done, it's like a BNB branded layer 2 for Ethereum. using the Optimism stack. That's what I understand, but I still need to do a little bit more research on that. You don't actually need to have any money on that chain in order to start collecting points. If you go to dwell3.com, and when you go there, you'll be able to set up an account, and if you just do a simple meditation every day, or just watch the meditation, or watch the little breathe in and out instructions that they give you, you'll be able to collect some points. Now, if you put a very small amount of money onto the OPBNB chain, I'm talking a matter of like a couple cents, which unfortunately it costs a couple dollars to bridge over, then you'll be able to do deeper quests, which will allow you to collect even more points. So I think that you'll be able to qualify for the airdrop regardless, but I think you'll just be able to get a bigger one if you actually go through the trouble of bridging over there. And finally, I wanted to mention this People's Alliance campaign, which is basically 50 different projects are participating in it. So you make these inscriptions on the Linea blockchain, and this could also be a qualification for a Linea airdrop. And in fact, Linea posted on their Twitter page that this will be some kind of qualification. I'm not sure. I think they say LXP tokens. I don't know if that's Linea tokens or the tokens that they're using, the point system that they're using for the airdrop. But either way, Linea is participating in that, and you need to go through a proof of humanity process for them. And it's not really that bad. Sometimes it's just making a couple of very cheap transactions. There's a couple of different options that you have to choose from. It's very similar to Gitcoin Passport, if you've ever tried that. And Gitcoin Passport is actually an option to get involved as well. But for Linea, your time is running out. I think you only have a few weeks to, do the proof of humanity and make a transaction or a few transactions on the blockchain to qualify for the airdrop. And this inscription campaign, I believe, is going to be a part of it. But when you go to the website, you'll see all the many different applications and protocols that are participating in this. So with you minting this inscription, that will hopefully qualify you for a potential airdrop from all of these different places. And while I was talking about time limits, I definitely think I forgot to mention that the Dimension airdrop, you need to check and see if you qualify for that within the next week. I think the window to claim ends on January 21st. So you don't get your tokens right away when you check, but once you check, that's when you basically stake your claim to them. If you don't do that, then the tokens will be allocated to another user. So other people will get bigger airdrops if not enough people claim. So that is basically what I got for this week, but there is so much more in the Substack, and we have walkthroughs. Just this week, we showed you how you can make potentially a higher Celestia airdrop if you're already farming Celestia by just restaking the earnings that you get. It's very easy, doesn't cost you any extra money, and that's a lot of the things that we've been focused on just to get ready for this next market and make sure that you get as many free tokens as possible.
All right, John, we're going to get those farmer hats on. We're going to go get those airdrops. All right, guys, make sure to sign up with the link down below in the description for you to win those two NFTs, the Solana DAWT. DGens all win together is what it stands for. King Fudd on X is the one who is behind the project, and I think it's going to do phenomenal. I was on the Twitter Spaces there, or X Spaces, last week for a good amount of time, and I think you guys should check it out. I definitely think Solana NFTs are about to be on the come up. So, guys, that's all we got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and guys, don't forget to trade with our exclusive exchange partner, Phemex. Got a whole series coming out on Phemex trading. You guys got to check out. And do us a favor, hit the like button on your way out. Helps us keep the lights on. Be blessed.